Okay, so it's probably not the most glamorous place for me to be recapping the Amazing Moms tour, and I'm also using my iPhone rather than a real camera, rather than a big fancy camera. But we are in a hotel in my hometown, and I just spent the past couple days with my girlfriend, amazing girlfriend, an amazing mom, Carolyn. My family just loves them, and the reason I think she is amazing is that she is a woman who has battled so much to really achieve excellence, and she's exceptional. She runs an organization called Project Hopeful, which enables, encourages, and educates people in regards to adopting HIV positive and also other special needs and even severe special needs children. And she herself is a mom of 14, now going on 15 children, because she's adopting again. Her children include one child who's HIV positive, children who have lost parents due to AIDS, one that actually, I guess, has AIDS but is doing great, and a child that has Down syndrome. So, and she's adopting another child that is threatened with being institutionalized. Well, she just considers herself a normal person, not exceptional. And years ago, she was even agoraphobic, struggled with eating disorders, and could barely even drive on the freeway. And then before you knew it, she was in Ethiopia, having her own blood transfused into an orphan who is now her daughter that would have died had she not been a perfect blood match. It's amazing. If you want to hear more about her, please go to projecthopeful.org. If you want to know how you can support her and her family, just check out the videos there and the information there. But we talk a little bit in this video about social media and what it has done. We have been able to see an entire community of women get together and really help advocate for children who otherwise will have died had they not had families. And so we talk a little bit about that. We hang out together, we swim.
Ask you something? Do you like my family? What do you like about my family?
That you guys are on to play with.
We're what?
On to play with.
We're fun to play with. Yay. How old are you, Seth?
6.
You're 6?
Yep.
And where are you from Ethiopia too?
Yep.
Did you know Jared's from Ethiopia?
Yeah.
And Grace and Ella, did you know that?
No.
They are. Are you having fun playing with all my kids? With
Yeah.
Alec? Is he being fun?
Yep.
He's also 6.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
I knew that yesterday.
You knew it yesterday.
Yeah. What yesterday?
Hello. Good morning, son. Nice swim in the morning.
Yep.
You enjoying yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Are you swimming too much?
Pancakes.
Having some pancakes?
Get me a pancake because I'm all wet.
You want a pancake? You can't bring the pancake in the pool, and your teeth are chattering. Okay, I'll get you a pancake, but you cannot take it in the pool.
I won't.
Tell him, Alec.
Okay.
Seth, I'm going to write a letter on your back, and you have to guess what letter it is, okay? Ready? Don't look.
A.
No, guess again.
P.
Tweetmeyer.
Yeah.
What letter does that start with? Yes! It's a T.
T.
Want me to rub it in?
Mom, do it to me.
Okay, but I don't want to waste
my
this.
goodness.
Okay, Alec,
Let me eat
what letter? Whisper and you ready?
I want to eat.
What letter's that?
X.
Yeah, X-Men. Woohoo! Okay, now go swimming, X-Men. Hey, how you doing?
Why?
This is the best kind of pancake breakfast I've ever heard of. Right?
Mom, I need somebody help.
Okay, show me.
I need somebody
Oh, you could do it. Yeah, see?
Look.
I see ya.
Mom, look how far I can.
Pancakes in the pool, yum. Make sure you eat that and you don't let it dissolve in the pool. That would not be fun to clean.
Mom!
Yeah?
Mommy!
Yes.
Mommy, look how far I can jump!
Okay, show me. Far. He means far.
Look.
I can run, but...
Guys, look
Is this fun?
far I can jump!
Okay, got. Let's see.
Ooh, the pool looks great, babe.
Guys, look
Mom,
how
try
I
this
can,
pancake.
look how far I can
Mr.
jump.
Kyle made it.
Whoa! That is incredibly far. Such a big man. So here we are in amazing mom Carolyn's kitchen. What you doing?
I'm slicing cucumbers.
Slicing cucumbers. I love that.
Excellent.
Because you're sort of on what kind of a diet? Does that look-
I'm mainly doing raw, like 85% raw. Vegetarian, not totally vegan yet, but it has done me a world of good with migraines.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not trying to save the cows or anything. I'm just trying not to have migraine headaches.
Right. Trying to stay healthy.
Project Hopeful started out mainly as an advocate for children with HIV that needed adoption, and we've really just kind of blown up into all overlooked children, the mostly overlooked children for adoption. Also, really creating the necessity to keep first families first as well. Where we're actually working with HIV positive mothers in a couple of different countries to enable them to keep their babies for as long as humanly possible. We're working on a village in partnership with Lifesong for orphans and the Block and Eurotech family, doing the Village of Hope in Guatemala. That's a super exciting thing that we're working on right now.
Mom, can you go? Can I
what?
go? Can you share it with Miss Julia and Daddy?
Okay, I'll do that.
Mom,
Okay, I'm going to follow you. Yes.
Let me
Wait,
take
you
a
got to
break.
take the glasses
My
off and
shoulders hurt.
put them by
Mom,
Matea's
my
glasses.
shoulders hurt.
Your shoulders hurt? You're taking a break now? You like treading water forever. Do it again.
See,
Unbelievable.
See?
Let's talk about social media and the community of women that are out there supporting Project Hopeful, and you know, kind of what Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of this stuff has done to really help actually save lives. And as you've kind of watched social media kind of grow.
That has been amazing because I've had a completely love-hate relationship with all that is social media. You know, to me, it's sometimes time-consuming and things like that. And I've also seen where, you know, when you're talking about amazing women and amazing mothers, sort of a little bit of stuff that bothers me about it is how we tend to now define ourselves and what's amazing by looking at others. So that's kind of the downside of it, because the truth of that is that we can't define ourselves by that, or
Right, by comparison.
by comparison, to be, you know, to think that so-and-so is more amazing because their Pinterest post was, you know, cooler, or, you know what I
Or
mean?
had more views.
Yeah, or they had more views or more comments or more likes. You know, that stuff is a little bit the downside of it. But the upside is that instead of trying to be amazed by others, is to be inspired by others. And I think so much of the social media has been an amazing tool to inspire just real excellence as far as our capabilities. And I think that adoption, for one, has become an amazing thing to watch grow as a result of the social media, that people are beginning to see that, you know, normal, flawed people do what the rest of the world looks at as unusual and peculiar and not doable, that we're beginning to see and be able to express in so many different ways that this is doable. You don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be amazing to do some of the things that we are doing, and some of the things that all of the families that support us are doing. And I think that's huge.
Yeah. And like you said, a lot of kind of flawed, less than perfect women are doing incredible things, but yeah, we can't really compare ourselves, with
That's the
others.
only danger of it, I believe, is just the comparison aspect and not seeing ourselves defined by who defined us originally is the big deal. And I think that could be a fallout, and that we need to watch that. But I think that a lot of us tend to, with social media, are really becoming real, which I really like that. I'm watching it become more and more of a trend to be more real on these other modes of reaching out to everyone and just expressing that we are broken and not perfect, and that our kids mess up and we mess up and we don't handle everything right all the time, but that our hearts are in the right place, and that our yeses are our yeses are yes.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Banana.
What, sweetie?
A banana, and I can't reach it.
You want a banana? Okay, I'm coming. I'm going for a banana. I'll be right back. Bye. I'll see you in a minute when I come back from the pantry. Okay, you want a banana? Here, this banana is in Carolyn's pantry.
Did you have a smoothie?
Is it yummy?
Did you have a smoothie?
Another sip?
Yummy!
Give me a napkin, you guys. Was that good?
Yeah, you like that. Yummy.
I think what drives me most, and what is part of my DNA, is to despise injustice. And I realized how many injustices were inflicted on children with HIV and just people in general with HIV or anything that made them be defined as an outcast in our world or in our society. And that just kind of was the fuel, just the realization that it was so unbelievably unfair, and some of the ways that we look at and discourage people with any kind of what we consider anomaly.
You cannot have a scooter on the trampoline. It's very dangerous. No scooters on the trampoline. Oh my gosh, did I leave it open this time? Okay, get the scooter off the trampoline. Ella, are you having fun?
Uh-huh.
Having a good time?
Good. Look at her.
Whoa. Always gotta, because she would just dive in.
It's given us the ability to make these children not just a number or statistic anymore. We are able to put faces with stories and situations that, people can't help but feel a connection one way or the other to these particular children. And it has allowed us to see so many kids that I am 100% positive would never have families as a result, outside of people taking on particular children and advocating until they see them set into a family.
Yeah.
That's one of the most rewarding aspects of social media.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest reasons that it is a necessity. We're humanizing what wasn't considered necessarily human in the past.
Lesson learned is that if we just extend ourselves and if we just say yes and be the answer for somebody else, we can make a huge difference, and we can live a meaningful and intentional and blessed life because of that. So please subscribe to YouParent and watch the Mother the World show and this Amazing Moms tour. I will be posting as many of these vlogs as I can, as long as I have internet. And if you don't see as many sisters talk, it's just because I'm trying to catch up. You will see vlogs instead, and keep an eye out as I interview some other amazing moms.
Me too, yeah, double rainbow. It's red, yellow, and blue.
Yes, double rainbow.
Mommy, it's African color.
It's an African rainbow.
You like that just African rainbow?
She said it has African colors. It does. It looks like the African flag. It has yellow, red, and green. Oh, it's so... Okay.
Okay, you have to
Probably
share.
wish it was sent from Africa. So we
The
can
rainbow is
see.
in Africa. I'm sorry.
So why do you think that was an African rainbow?
Because it's African color.